Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kelly Cummings, Director of State Operations and Infrastructure, Eric Kulisade, Commissioner of the New York State Office of Parks and Recreation and Historic Preservation, and please welcome Governor Andrew Cuomo.
Good afternoon, Governor Cuomo, friends. First off, I want to recognize and thank a number of people who made today possible. My fellow Commissioner, Roanne DeStito, Commissioner of the Office of General Services. Another fellow Commissioner, Marie-Therese Dominguez, Commissioner of the New York State Department of Transportation. Lowell Kern, Community Board 4 and HRPT Board Member, Hudson River Park Trust. Thank you from the audience, saw him. And everyone who helped get this project done. This has been an incredible effort across government and across many partners. And it's an honor to be here with Governor Cuomo on this exciting day. It's just 5 months ago that the governor called me with a simple idea. He said, you need to convert Pier 76. I said, okay, sure, no problem, sir. I gulped. Where's the governor going with this? Can we do something about the ugly tow pound on the Hudson River? I gulped again. Then you said, let's make it a park, and let's get it open by summer. More gulps, and a little dizziness at this point. But I should not have been surprised. That's how he's been for as long as I've known him. Dream big, and then let's get it done. Don't be tied down to what there is now. Think about the possibilities, and then take action. Hockey Hall of Famer Wayne Gretzky once said, I skate to where the puck's going, not where it's been. I don't know how much hockey the governor plays, but that's a great metaphor for how he thinks and acts about challenges big and small. That's how we got the magnificent Shirley Chisholm Park in Brooklyn built. And that's what we are charged with here at Pier 76. That's why I am so proud to work for him today, because it's exactly the right attitude that New York needs, to not just finish off COVID, but to build back from it, build smarter and more resilient. I'm proud to be with him here today, and proud to work with him to tackle the next mountains in our path. It is now my honor to introduce the 56th Governor of the State of New York, Andrew Cuomo.
Well done, well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a great day. Some would say it's a little hot. I say no, it's just perfect. Because I don't see a mask anywhere. I see faces, I see smiles, I see humanity, I see us together again. It is a beautiful day. Commissioner Eric Kulisade never says no, and he always gets it done. Let's give him a big round of applause. To my team, who had to get it done under a little pressure, that was a little pressure. That was a little pressure. You don't know a lot of pressure. But give Marie-Therese Dominguez and Roanne DeStito and Kelly Cummings, Director of Operations, who jump-starts all of these projects, a big round of applause. It's great to be with Gary LaBarber, President of New York City Building Trades Council, and Joe Azzopardi, head of the Painters. Noreen Doyle, congratulations. Congratulations for getting this done. To Connie Fishman and all the friends of the park, thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you so, so much. And to our great Manhattan Borough President, Gail Brewer, thank you. Thank you, Gail, for the leadership. 2 points, because I see the sun beating down upon you. I'm in the shade. So I could make 4 points, but I'm going to make 2 points out of deference to you. We are living through moments in history. These are moments in history that they are going to write about in history books, and our children and our children's children will read them. First moment is New York and COVID. Today, New York State reopens after the COVID hell that we endured. And remember what we went through with COVID. Highest infection rate on the globe last year. Highest infection rate on the globe. Not only in the country, on the globe. And people pointed to New York like it was us, like it was our fault. Remember? It was just New York. And then you heard these whispers in this code, well, it's those people in New York, you know, those people in New York. Whatever they were trying to say. New York had nothing to do with breeding COVID. What happened, as we now know, yes, it developed in China, and the president kept saying China, 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 couldn't say China enough. But what they missed, the federal government, it migrated from China to Europe. Surprise, surprise, COVID got on a plane in China and landed in Europe. And then it spread in Europe. And then people got on planes in Europe, in Italy, in France, in Spain, and guess where they landed? John F. Kennedy Airport, Newark Airport. And we had been getting the infection for months, and nobody knew it. And then when we finally found out, it was too late. It had been here, and it had been all throughout society. So the highest infection rate on the globe. Everyone's frightened. Nobody knows what to do. It shakes this state to its core. I was scared. I was scared. Nobody knew what they were talking about. Everybody you talk to says a different story. This scientist says this scientist says that. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Nobody knew what they were talking about. And it tested our very character. And the question became, which is a recurring question in life, what are you going to do when you get knocked on your rear end? What are you going to do when you get knocked on your tuchus, as we would say in Italian? That's the test of who you are. And what New Yorkers said is, yes, we're frightened. Yes, we're worried. And some left. And some abandoned us. And some fled ship. But real New Yorkers stayed. And real New Yorkers said, we're going to come together and we're going to support one another and we're going to figure this out and we're going to forge community. I'm going to wear a mask because I care about you. And you're going to wear a mask because you care about me. And yes, we're black and white and brown and we're straight and gay and LGBTQ, but we're all New Yorkers, we're one family, and there's a community in that connection and a commonality, and we're going to respect that commonality, and there's a power and a strength in that commonality. This nation has governed by spreading fear and spreading division. They're different than you. They look different. Be worried. That's not how we govern in New York. Never underestimate the power of unity and love. And that's what New York showed. Yes, New Yorkers were heroes. All of us. If you had to stay home and deal with the isolation of staying home, senior citizens who couldn't see their family, the essential workers, while I'm saying stay home and be safe, at the same time I'm saying to other people, not you. You have to show up for work so others can stay home and be safe. Not you, bus driver. You have to go to work, not you, electric worker. You have to go to work, not you, construction worker. You have to go to work. Not you, nurse, not you, doctor, not you, teacher. And they all did. Because that's the New York spirit. And we overcame, not rhetorically. We went from the highest infection rate on the globe. Do you know what state today, as we sit here, what state has the lowest infection rate in the United States of America? The state of New York has the lowest COVID positivity rate in the entire country. That fact is undeniable. It's not a Democratic fact. It's not a Republican fact. It's a real old-fashioned fact that just happened to be true. Highest infection rate to the lowest infection rate, thanks to what the people in this state did and the power of love and the power of community. And now we reopen. Tribeca reopened this morning right here on Pier 76. We said we're going to waive the virtually all restrictions when we hit 70% vaccinated. Today we're at 69.1%. We need 0.9%, and we're going to hit our 70. Second point is this. Second moment in history. What did New York do post-COVID? What did New Jersey do post-COVID? What did Connecticut do post-COVID? What did the United States do post-COVID? What did Paris do post-COVID? Who rose from the ashes first and fastest? Who got up off their tuchus and said, we're going to learn from this, and we're going to be better, and we're going to be stronger? The answer to that question in the history books is going to be the state of New York. Because our goal is not to rebuild. I'm on the phone. I'm the chairman of all the National Governors Association, so I talk to all the governors in the country once a week. Everybody talks about rebuilding, rebuilding, rebuilding. I'm not talking about rebuilding. I don't want to rebuild. Rebuild means you go back to where you were the day before COVID. I don't want to go back. Life is not about going back. I want to return to last year. No. I want to go forward. Life is about going forward. How do we take that experience? How do we learn? How do we grow? What did we realize during COVID? And how do we take this moment of possibility and potential where we just came together in an unprecedented way and use that unity and that possibility? We just kicked COVID's hiney. There's nothing that we can't do with that strength and that unity. Rebuild? No, we're going to build a New York that you've never seen before. The obstacles that we thought were obstacles are not obstacles. We just didn't have the daring and the ambition and the confidence to take them on. This pier is a perfect symbol of it. We set up the Hudson River Park Trust. It was a dream of my father. Beautiful idea, restore the west side. You know what one pier was left out? Pier 76. Why? Because it was being used as a tow pound. So 28 years ago or so, New York City signed a bill that said New York City will use its best efforts to move the tow pound. 28 years. Best efforts to move the tow pound. What is a tow pound? It is a parking lot. Move the parking lot from a beautiful pier overlooking the Hudson in the middle of this beautiful Hudson River Park. Open it up and move the parking lot. It's not that hard. We can do it. And then once we move the parking lot, what are we going to do? tear down that tow pound and make it a beautiful open space for people and get it done for the summer. Well, you have 2 months to do it. Oh, I can't do it in 2 months. Why not? Well, you know, government can't do anything in 2 months. It takes me 2 months to sign a letter. Of course you can. And we did. And yes, we pushed. And yes, we were aggressive. But that's what you have to be to get things done. And what this Pier 76 says is, yes, you can. Reimagine what you want to see. And you can do it. This is the greatest state on the globe with all the potential, all the talent. If you dream it and if you commit yourself to it, you can do it. That's Pier 76. That's LaGuardia Airport, first new airport in 25 years. That's the new Tappan Zee Bridge after 30 years of no, we can't. Ooh, it's too ambitious. Largest infrastructure project in the United States, finished in 4 years, on time, on budget. That's the L train tunnel. It's the new second and third track on the Long Island Railroad. That's the new Moynihan train hall up out of the ground. Beautiful. It could be a museum in and of itself. Yes, we can. And we're going to take this moment in history with this unity, with this strength, and we're not rebuilding. We're going to reimagine a New York that never was, and we're going to make it a reality. Of course we can get homeless people off the streets. Who are we? Of course we can get crime under control. Of course we can educate children in public education. Of course we can build affordable housing. These are not insurmountable goals. They're just goals that we have not tackled. And we have not unified to overcome. Yes, we can. We beat COVID. We build piers. We build airports. We build community. The future is brighter than it has ever been. Realize the strength of who we are and what we can do. Let's cut the ribbon. God bless you.